Chapter 40. The State of Spiritual Intoxication in the People of Spiritual Aspiration. God says, O you who believe, draw not near unto prayer when you are drunken. To whom is this verse addressed? It is not speaking to mankind in general, nor is it speaking to Muslims. No, it is speaking to believers, to people who have realized true faith, to those who see the light of truth shining in their hearts, and who follow the Sharia of the Prophet ﷺ. So what is the esoteric interpretation of this verse? One who has attained the station of the believer obviously does not consume alcohol. What must be understood is that God commands the people of faith not to approach prayer when they are in a state of spiritual intoxication, that is, when they have completely annihilated into the light of the real. When the disciple is in a state of prayer, and like Sayyidina Ibrahim, receives the vision of the moon or the sun, he then realizes that this prayer is accepted. But if this light grows until it overflows on each side and makes directionality itself disappear, if the believer loses himself completely in the light of Ar-Rahman and drowns in the divine presence, he loses his reason. Now, reason and individual responsibility are necessary for the act of prayer to be obligatory. The disciple who finds himself in this state must succeed in bringing his consciousness back into his body and his limbs until he returns to a state of humility in which he will be able to pray before his Lord. Shaykh Buzidi says, whoever combines the two forms of prayer, that is the exoteric and the esoteric, the zahir and the batin, thus marrying the haqiqah and the sharia, he is one of the awliya kamil, perfected God friends. People of spiritual aspiration are those who have perfectly united the prayer of the body and the prayer of the heart. They are those who achieved the perfect balance between esotericism and exotericism, between zahir and batin, becoming a perfect barzakh and ismis between haqa'iq, ultimate realities, and the divine law. He who has not achieved this is deficient. Indeed, people of pure haqiqah who have completely lost their reason demonstrate great failings since they are unfit to practice the physical prayer. Similarly, the Muslim who practices bodily prayer without having tasted its profound reality by refusing to submit his heart is just as seriously in the wrong. Perfection is in the submission of the body and the heart. So understand. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad kama sallaita ala Sayyidina Ibrahim wa ala ali Sayyidina Ibrahim wa barik ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad kama barakta ala Sayyidina Ibrahim wa ala ali Sayyidina Ibrahim في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد.